Hi everyone, my name is Lim Hui Jing, the leader of Group 6. My team members are Yu Keshin, Nin Wai Ho, and Thi Pei Wen. The character that we choose is Sniff. Sniff is anticipate change. Sniff stays alert and notices early signs of change, like the decreasing cheese supply. His proactive mindset helps him prepare for challenges before they happen.
So for the second one, Sniff just directly tried and made a lot of failures but did not reflect on the result before. He takes action immediately but does not analyze his past failure. This caused him to repeat the mistake again and again instead of learning from them. So, and the last one is he is ready for changes. Sniff quickly accepts the changes instead of fearing it. His adaptability allows him to move forward and seek new opportunities. So that's all for the group presentation part.
My name is Lim Hui Jing. Today I want to present about adapting to change and applying critical thinking. For question 1, how will the idea of change have an impact on your life? Justify with valid and sound reasons. For me, change impacts my life as a tuition teacher by helping me improve my teaching methods and adapt to different students' learning styles. Every student is unique, and I must constantly refine my approach to suit their needs. For example, if I notice that a student is struggling with memorization, I might introduce mind maps, storytelling techniques, or interactive exercise to help them understand concepts better. By embracing change, I can ensure that my teaching remains effective and engaging for all students. Okay, for the question 2, how would you apply critical thinking skills in the daily life? Present with examples. So for me, as a tuition teacher, I apply critical thinking when conducting special activities to make learning more engaging and meaningful. For example, during a snow skin mooncake making activity, I realized that some students were struggling to shape the dog properly. Instead of just correcting them, I analyzed the problem and provided step-by-step demonstrations, along with simple tips to handle the dog better. This hand-on guidance helped them gain confidence and enjoy the process. By using critical thinking, I ensure that activities remain effective, fun, and beneficial for all students. That's all for my parts. Thank you.
Something that happens all the time, and it has a big effect on my life. As a tutoring teacher who moved to a big city for work, I've learned to deal with these changes by making my plans and using critical thinking to improve them. So, for the first one is for finance. I divide my salary into three parts: saving, investment, and daily expenses. I update this plan often and change it if my income and living costs change. This helps me stay financially healthy. So for the second one is for skill. For skill, I take training courses and learn new teaching methods to meet the needs of modern students. I also ask for feedback from my student to see what was work and what was doesn't, so I can make my lesson better and better. And for the third one is for the personal growth. For personal growth, I always have the discussion to experienced teacher about my problems and read books by famous educator like He Chuanfeng to improve my mindset and reflect on my personal progress. And so for the last one, I also think about my progress and what I need to do and need to work on. For my career, I adjust my lesson plan and method based on what student needs and how things are changing around me. So for the conclusion, by using the critical thinking, I can look at my goal regularly to see if they still make sense and change them if needed. This helps me to stay calm and make rational decisions even when things are uncertain. It also helps me to keep growing and getting better at what I do. So that's all for my part. Thank you.
As for my idea for the change, I think change can really to impact our life in a good way because it encourages adaptability, growth, and resilience. It also gives me a chance to improve myself. The reason that I say this is because change is a natural part of life, and accepting it will help me to welcome a new opportunity. It allows me to learn from challenge and improve myself. For example, if my career or personal life suddenly shift, seeing change as positive can help me handle uncertainty and find solutions. If I fight with a change, it can lead to staying stuck or missing out. Therefore, I can develop my flexible mindset, which is a key to long-term success and happiness by accepting the change. How would I apply critical thinking skill in my daily life? As an educator, critical thinking is essential for assessing for the conflict. For example, there's a case that happened before, which is my students fight in the classroom. By applying the critical thinking skill, the first thing that I will do is I separate them and speak to them individually to know the situation about the fighting. And also I will analyze the root cause. Therefore, it will help me to know what is the solution that I can give to them. Not only that, they will also have other students in the classroom too. Therefore, I will assign the other student to do their homework so they will not be ignored when I was handling the situation in classroom. Besides that, I will also report their situation to their parents. Therefore, their parents will know the situation so that will not be so worried about the problems. And that is how I will apply the critical thinking skill in my daily life. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Dee Pei-wen. So I was presentation about my thinking about how will the idea of change have an impact on my life. So the change affects my life by helping me grow, adapt to new situation and making me think differently. For example, at the beginning, I was not very good at communicating and chatting with other friends or somebody else, and I felt that it did not matter if I was misunderstood. Then I was misunderstood and felt a grief on my own, and I was trapped in a vicious circle. It's in a day, I always got this feeling and this thinking. But then I gradually changed my mind through the environment I came into contact with and the people around me. I also began to slowly become outgoing, reducing misunderstandings and also preventing me from falling into a vicious circle. So chance has helped me to progress and grow a lot. So this chance was helping me about this stuff. And the next, how would I apply critical thinking skills in the daily life? I use critical thinking every day to teach my students about the difference between right and wrong behavior and thinking. For example, I am the teachers of homework class, and the example was truly happened. The student A was started say bad words because he did not want to do the revision. So I communicate with student A. I start by saying what I saw happen that I will saw him say bad word because he don't want to do the revision. And then I was explain why I'm so angry about this situation. Then I told student A about his wrong behavior and gave him an understanding because I knew he didn't mean it. So I told him he could talk to me if he didn't want to do the revision because I want to know what is the reason he don't want to do the revision, and then I can help him about another ways instead of say bad words because it was rude for somebody else or teachers or friends. It was a rude not manners to other people lah. So when I said this to the student A, he stopped say bad word. After that, he always liked to ask me to teach him lessons and began to be more and more polite. So this helps my students make better choice. That's all for my sharing. Thank you.